Okay, so we know Nintendo Switch, right? Like, hold on. I guess you're not aware. Nintendo's biggest faults is that currently the Switch has no way to back up your data. So pretty much your Switch gets a cracked screen, or pretty much your Switch is broken or gets bricked. Your Switch and you lose all your data. So you want to start Splatoon? You're about that's what your Switch is dead and your data is dead. So pretty much you put like Marple Rabbids, you beat the story. Congrats, yeah. If you break your Switch, boom, time to restart all your precious games. But apparently, not too long, like a couple hours ago, again, needs to put an article saying that a hacker gave this Nintendo's new console a way to back up your save files, so pretty much you won't lose your data. So even when your Switch is broken, you have a way to send your data to the new Switch, so pretty much you lose nothing, and pretty much you pretty much survive the scenario. So. Hello viewers, episode here. So we're gonna read the article, find out how this pretty much. We're gonna figure out how we're gonna read through an article, finding what this hacker's method is to like keep the Switch intact, how to send your save data to how to back up your data with this possible new method, and pretty much like etc. Like, pretty much let's just get started to get to the article. Seriously, we're about to read a lot into this Switch. So let's switch it up and head into the article. See what I did there? Because switch it up. Switch. Okay. This article from Amnesia, again, like I said in the intro, Nintendo Switch has met with a largely positive reception, but it's not without its faults. Perhaps the most glaring issue with Nintendo's latest console is the fact that it lacks backups. In other words, if your save data is deleted or you lose your Switch entirely, there's nowhere to cover that Breath of the Wild file you logged 200 hours into. Nintendo has not announced any plans to resetify this, but a hacker has taken to their task in the absence of an official fix. Bernardo Gallardino, Gallardano. If I mispronounce your name, I apologize. He's a computer engineer with a history of adding features to Nintendo's devices. His body of work includes Checkpoint, a save manager on 3DS, and PKSM, which provides a similar function for Pokemon games. His latest project is updating Checkpoint to allow for save backups on Nintendo Switch. And he's working on a prototype. Giordano, or how you pronounce it, excuse me, I apologize if I mispronounce it over any means. He announced that the progress on Twitter. He would say that Switch code would be released there this year, but he has since deleted his tweet. In a follow-up tweet, he explained that he's not sure he'll release his updated version of Checkpoint to the public. This guy says it's not accessible to the mass due to the fact that it requires you to be running an older version of the firmware, so it likely will be released in its current form. That said, Giordano expects Nintendo to release the feature themselves going forward. It's very possible, and Giordano told Kotaku that he's able to do it by himself in just 2 weeks. Still, he's devices fast to wait for an official release. So yeah, he gave the Switch ability. He gave the Switch ability to protect save files, but it's not ready yet. So once again, hackers do what Nintendo. Just wait till you have Blast Bros. You laugh about that, but the hackers enabled the new 3DS overclocking features for games without official support before it make the 3DS Pokemon game run less like. Alright, that's pretty much it. But alrighty, now that this guy's found a way to back up your save data, like, let me use one game for example. Let me find my Switch case. Alright, I'll use this game. Say you have Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. And say you pretty much in that game you have a lot of progress beaten into it. Like you beat the main story, you beat Final Form Mira, did a lot of parallel quests, and currently got a good reward on the raids. On the raid quests, excuse me. But if your Switch is broken, you'll lose all this data and pretty much have to restart your CAC, your story mode, and everything about that all over again. And that's not what you want. So again, excuse me. Anyway, I'm gonna give you a few minutes how to protect your Switch. 1. Always check the dock. because if you always check the dock after an hour or two, check the dock, see if it's hot. If it's hot, that's when you turn off the switch, because if you overheat the dock, it might screw up your switch, or it might melt like your SD card. So you have an SD card here, because remember, like when the Switch first launched, apparently some guy's SD card got melted, and pretty much that can also screw you over. So yeah, after a couple hours, like 1, 2, or 3 maximum, 3's maximum, do not just let your Switch cool down, and then so you can actually play it later, because you don't want to overheat your Switch. It's basically the same thing goes for the Wii and Wii U. Like for the Wii, you can actually feel a Wii to figure out if it's hot or not. So you need to add that feature so you can tell, like, even you need to give the Wii cool down, so you don't have to overheat in it. Because that actually happened to my old Wii, because I have a white Wii, but somehow I put it for like 5 hours straight, and the next day it stopped working. Like, I could not play the games. Like, it was inaccessible, so pretty much I got rid of it. So yeah, always check like if the dock's overheat, so you don't overheat the dock. That's a health safety advice. 1, 2. Do not let young players. Do not have that your kids get to this, because young kids, like, if they don't know, like, sometimes for young kids, they don't know what a Nintendo Switch is. They just think it's like a toy, kinda. That it looks like a toy, but pretty much this console's $300, and you don't, and that costs a lot of money, and that's not gonna be something that you want to replace. So yeah, always do your best. Do not, and make sure to keep the Switch safe. Like, if you see like kids around, like young kids who are just messing around, put the Switch or hide your Switch so they can't actually break it. So you can actually keep your Switch safe, so you can actually keep it so it doesn't get destroyed, tipped over. Another advice: don't have drinks around the Switch at all, because if you actually spill some on the Switch, like this happened to my 3DS, I spilled water and the top screen would not work anymore. The same thing could happen to the Switch if like the game card slot is open, or even the docks. Like you unattach the docks, or excuse me, the Joy-Cons. If liquid gets into this area, you can actually screw up your Switch, and that's not something you really want. So yeah, do not have drinks around the Switch or the dock, because if you spill on the dock, you can just screw up your Switch. And in order to enter dock, that means, because if the dock is destroyed, you cannot use TV mode anymore. You're going to have to stick with handheld, and that's not something you really want to do, especially for me, since I play the Switch in TV mode when I like record Splatoon 2, Xenoverse, and stuff like that. And there's many more things. There's many more safety and health and safety, like health. For health safety, do not, if your kid has a seizure, then or if your kids have a seizure or are capable of getting seizures, then to like certain games like Mario Kart or Dragon Ball Xenoverse or Splatoon, then don't let them play these games. It's pretty much to actually call them to get a seizure, then it could be straight to the hospital for you. So yeah, lots of other safeties. You can search up online health and safety tips for Nintendo Switch, and pretty much you'll find a list and a big page full ton of advice how to keep your Switches safe and sound, so you won't have to buy another one again. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, the article, and for now I'm gonna name it how to keep your Switch safe section from me. So pretty much, keep your Switches safe, because as of right now, even this guy's method, he's not gonna release this big ability to back up your save files yet, because you have to have an older Switch version. So yeah. But since most of our Switches for most of the Switches from like all around the world are all updated to like the latest version, this method's not gonna work yet. Still, we have to wait to an official release for the Switch backup ability. So yeah. Thanks for watching, viewers. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, share this with your friends. Smash the like button, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Excuse me. Take care.